Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. Hopefully I talk. Oh no. I've gotten some feedback that I mumble. If you pretend like it's ASMR, you're gonna love it. But if you're actually trying to hear what I'm saying, it might be a little difficult because I do tend to mumble. I will definitely take that into consideration and try to speak up. We are pulling in the energy of the Taurus new moon coming in on Tuesday, the 7th of May. Apparently, the astrology gods decided that this month it's going to be the gifting season because there's a lot of Seven of Pentacles reversed. That means we don't have to wait. Things are going to start to move. This is upright, a card of patience, a card of having faith. But here things are going to start to get moving. So, you know, if we've been patient, if we've been planting the right seeds, pretty soon here we should start to see things moving forward. And speaking of seeds, you know, how's your garden growing? I wondered if I would get a chance to do this video actually at home so I could show you from the last video how my garden's growing. Got some peas coming up. I think I have one cucumber coming up. A lot of marigolds, zinnias, morning glory seeds. I got some herbs coming through, some mescaline greens, onions, like a lot of fun stuff. I just planted some hostas the other day that I got out from my friend's grandmother's farm, which was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for going out into the sharing the garden with me, beautiful farm garden with me. And thank you. You know who you are. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. What we do here with these readings is pull like a 10-card Celtic cross, and you can go to my main YouTube page. There's short videos that explain the meanings of all of the cards, and plus there's short videos that explain how to pull a Celtic cross and what the different positions mean for a reading. This is going to give you kind of an idea of what it might be like to have a reading with me, although like obviously reading for the energies of the new and full moon is different than reading your energies as a person. But this gives you kind of like a vibe for, you know, how I speak this language, or how this language speaks to me. When we do a reading together, one-on-one, you and me, we rely mostly on your intuition, to be honest, and I kind of just sit here and facilitate that process, and I translate or interpret the cards that like come through. I'm like dying to show you this skirt that I'm wearing right now for some reason. It's so cute. My friend Lucy gave this to me. Check it out. Check it out. Look how cute this is. The bottom has that beautiful, and that orange color, you know, it just like, oh, it just gets my sacral chakra going. And anyway, I have to go to my niece's first communion. Actually, I keep telling people, I'm like, okay, well, I'll sit in the crystal shop and sin and pull tarot cards, and then I'll go to church. So I'll be heading to a Catholic church here in like an hour. But I just got done with a reading, and I could hear people in the shop, but I think that they're like going on a reading right now. I told them, I'm like, if you want a reading, like just come on in. Like I'm just talking to myself, like it's not a big deal. So if they want a reading, then we're just gonna like cut this off and then start it up again later. But we will try for right now to pull in the energies of, like I said, like when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. When it's time for the moon reading, it's time for the moon reading. Like it's just time. So we're gonna do what we can to get the energy of this Taurus new moon coming through for us. This is our challenge. This is the near past, near future, our conscious awareness, our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do other people see us? Or like what's in our environment right now? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome? Like if we don't make any changes, like at all, we just keep doing what we're doing. What's the likely outcome do the cards have to say to us? So, at this new moon in Taurus, 9 of Pentacles reversed would be us as a topic. Let's see if that focuses a little bit. Is that better or worse? I can't tell. Anyway, 9 of Pentacles reversed, crossed by the King of Wands is a challenge. 2 of Wands in the past. The Fool in the near future. Our conscious awareness, 6 of Cups reversed. Subconscious awareness, 2 of Cups reversed. Tower reversed. How do we see ourselves? Our environment, the Chariot. Our hopes and fears are like, what are we projecting right now? The World reversed. And the likely outcome, the Sun. So, 9 of Pentacles reversed is an energy of definitely wanting to, it would behoove us to partner up and to reach out and not try to be just such a self-sustaining island, basically. You know, our garden might be growing great. We might have, you know, 6 pentacles for ourselves and 3 pentacles to share. We might be very independent. You know, this is a card of independence, right? Being just fine on your own, having enough hobbies to sustain yourself, having enough money to sustain your expensive hobbies and your expensive outfit. You know, and have some to give away. And this has been a harder situation, but in the reverse here, you know, we might have a little bit of insecurity, you know, just being out there on our own. It might be time to partner up. It might be time to bring our 9 pentacles into a situation where, you know, say we can give 3 pentacles and somebody else can give 3 pentacles, then you have a 6 of pentacles situation where things are more balanced. So with the 9 of pentacles in reverse, we might be coming out of a time when, you know, we had the luxury of this type of solitude, and we might have to like get together with others now and be a little bit more in the community, or even to be more social, like within our own household. We're being challenged by the King of Wands. This is a character who is really in charge and gets things going and gets things done. And this is a person who brings their creativity and their growth into any situation. It's a person that's ready to take action if they want to, but they're calm enough and relaxed enough to know that like their Mars energy they can pick and choose their battles wisely, and they can also synthesize their dream time with their waking life and actually make things happen in the here and now. The King of Wands is ready. The King of Wands is active. The King of Wands is Mars energy. So, you know, where this is more of an energy of being relaxed, Taurus energy, you know, Pentacles, Earth energy, being able to relax, luxuriate, enjoy the different types of extravagances of life, vacation sort of energy, even like every day's a vacation for her, right? But in the reverse, you know, we have to kind of like get out of that mode and maybe get back to like either stacking more pentacles or be able to work with somebody like this who's a little bit more active and a little less relaxed. They might be putting a spark under our butt to kind of move in a different direction. 2 of Wands in the near past. The Wands again represent that fire. This person is in the comfort, though. Look, they're in the comfort of their own castle, right? Like this is an invitation for them to understand that they've established this type of growth. They're passionate about that project. They have the world in their hands, but they need to be able to see what their plan is within the world and then go out in the world. And in the 3 of Wands, they're going to be closer to the shore, closer to the horizon. They're going to be able to activate that actual motion and wait for things to come back, you know, and have that flow of like, I put it out there, this comes back to me. Here, this person has to be even just brave enough to put it out there in the first place, let alone wait for the response from the universe, you know. So this person has to get out of their comfort zone. Again, get out of the comfort zone, shake it up, do things a little bit differently, that we're going to be challenged to, again, new start. You know, we might be walking off a cliff, but we also might be traveling light with our faithful companion. I always joke around that I am the Fool card in the tarot because I am this like doo-doo-doo kind of person. I'm not dumb, but I can be pretty foolish. And I even have a white dog that like follows me around everywhere, so it's kind of funny. And I travel pretty light too. I'm air energy, so I just sort of like, you know, I can leave pretty much everything behind that doesn't fit in my carry-on. Actually, I wrote a song about that one time. This is obviously a big new start, you know, with the major arcana energy coming through here. We could safely say, I mean, it's just majors from here on out pretty much in the whole reading, but, you know, we could safely say that in the near future we can look forward to an entire new start of a cycle. And, you know, we have the world in here too, so we have the beginning and the end. So it's like, this is some major archetypal shifts that are coming through. This new moon is a heavy hitter in a very constructive way. Six of Cups reverse in our conscious energy. You know, we might have on our mind somebody from our past, or things from the past, or feelings from the past that are coming back up for a review, but that doesn't mean that they're coming back up to be relived. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, as you progress and as you go forward in life and as you make these changes, 9 times out of 10, something from your past is going to nip at your heels and bark at you and tempt you to go back. You know, go back to those patterns, go back to what's familiar, go back to what you remembered as a kid. People, places, and things that remind you of how the way things used to be, right? But with this in the reverse, you know, we gotta keep our eyes peeled for that holding us back from our future. Okay. With the 2 of Cups in reverse in our subconscious awareness, there might be times in our lives where we don't even realize it, where we're giving more emotionally than we're receiving, or vice versa. Maybe we're taking more than we're giving. You know, there's definitely an imbalance here. Here, you know, we're meeting up with a balanced counterpart, and there's that equal exchange of mirroring. But here it's imbalanced. Either both people are missing the mark. You know, they could be ships in the night, like they never quite linked up, they never quite crossed paths the way they were supposed to. And this can also be an indication that the exchange energy might not just like be there right now, and like things that we thought started off good as like a good friendship energy might have just turned, you know. So we gotta be aware of situations that make us feel anything less than healthy in our emotional exchanges. Tower reversed, how do we see ourselves? This is a surprise that, this is one of those surprises that we probably saw coming. With the Tower upright, it's a little bit more of a like rug out from under the feet type stuff. But here with the Tower reversed, you know, we know things are shook because we might have shook them. You know, we might have got ahead of that Tower energy. We might have be the kind of people that watch these kind of videos, and we might be the type of people who pay attention to astrology, and we understand that Uranus is in Taurus right now, so we might have gotten ahead of that energy and started making the shakeups and changes that are happening around us now, the results of our own choices. But this is not a surprise to us. These shakeups were coming, and we saw them coming, but like, you know, the bill is due, basically. So with the Chariot in our environment and how other people see us, though, it's like we're in charge of the situation. We're still in control of the situation. We're able to balance the light and dark forces and make forward progress in through our force of will. So this is a good indication that, you know, it's time to take the reins and go. It's time to push the gas, get things moving. With the world in reverse and our hopes and fears, we might just be afraid of like actually graduating to this next cycle. We might be a little bit apprehensive because even if you get a promotion, it's still kind of nerve inducing. So with the world reverse, there's just like a few minor details to work through internally before we're able to fully graduate to that next cycle and then start again over in the near future, like at zero, right? This is the end of the cycle. This is the culmination. This is where we can do our victory dance, our little naked victory dance, you know, and feel, oh, YouTube. But with this in the reverse, you know, it's a situation where we've almost reached the pinnacle. Like we've almost reached like that level up, but there's just a few sort of like metaphorically or realistically, you know, administrative things that have to be taken care of before we can just fully graduate to that next cycle. Okay? And then the likely outcome, if we don't change, if we just keep putting one foot in front of the next and doing what we're doing right now, is the sun. What a great outcome. Now, talk about, you know, like being your naked self once again, but this is your naked childlike self. This is your true fun inner child that is able to, you know, wear the flower crown. Speaking of flower crowns, it's Beltane. Happy Beltane. You know, when you can let that inner child inside of you, like fearlessly, like ride the horse and wave the freak flag all throughout the town, even if other people give you the side eye, even if the horse you're on gives you the side eye, you know that you're promoting growth everywhere you go. Because when your solar plexus is shining, you know, sunshine promotes growth in everywhere, right? Sometimes it can be overgrowth, right? But with this in the upright, this is a great card of finding your own light and promoting growth, not just, you know, within yourself, but for others. Okay? So that's what I got for our new moon in Taurus energy. And yeah, this would be a really good moon to be in touch with the earth and in your garden, food, money, luxury, Venus activities. I also say that, you know, the words that you use inside your head and also the stuff that you write down is going to be very potent. There's a certain like aspect of potency that I feel, and this is just like intuition or whatnot. Like I have no like proof of what I'm just sort of talking, right? But I kind of have a feeling that there's a potency aspect here. Whereas, you know, when we had the eclipses, the Libra full moon lunar eclipse, and then the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, like there was a lot of hype. And I just feel like this new moon in Taurus should not be slept on. We might have a little bit of fatigue, right, from the astrology of last month being so high volume, and from people just hyping things like in such a high volume way. It might not have even been because they were interested in energetics or anything like that. It could have just been like the quote unquote hype. But this new moon in Taurus is very grounded, very earthy, very beautiful, very practical, very sensual. It gives us an opportunity to literally ground ourselves and get back to the basics in terms of what is healthy for us. And with that sun card, it gives me the indication that what's healthy for us is also healthy for others. And with that Fool card coming in the near future, you know, we can just expect a fresh new start if things have been a little bit stagnant, or if we've been waiting for, you know, the ships to come in kind of energy, you know, or waiting for the fog. You know, we could have been waiting for the fog to clear so that we could see the path too. So that's what I got for you. There you go. Love you. Mean